Good morning. I want to welcome everyone to Pimlico. In 100 days, this place will be packed. As everyone in here knows, for more than 30 years, the Pimlico Infield has been a staple here in the Baltimore area, kind of a rite of passage. But with all things, there's change. And with that is our announcement today. And I want to introduce Tom Chukis, the President and Chief Operating Officer of the Maryland Jockey Club. Tom's going to get up and give some general comments, introduce Seth Hurwitz, and then Lee Corrigan, and then we'll open it up to Q&A and then one-on-ones eventually. So with that, I'll turn it over to Tom Chukis.
Good morning. On behalf of the Maryland Jockey Club and MEC, I'd like to welcome you to historic Pimlico, the home of the Preakness. The Preakness Stakes is the biggest single event in the state. Attendance figures are in excess of 100,000 people, of which about 60,000 reside in the infield. Michael alluded to in 100 days, the best 3-year-olds in the country will come to Baltimore, and we feel at this time and juncture it's appropriate for our infield customers to enjoy a new way to party. You've heard Mike say that 2009 is a year of change. Change globally, change nationally, and it's time for the Maryland Jockey Club to make some changes also. The infield has been a rite of passage for over 30 years for the youth of Baltimore and the surrounding areas. But change is inevitable. Our goal here at the Maryland Jockey Club is to upgrade the infield experience. We've taken a multitude of platforms to attain this goal, and we think we have an excellent program to provide. We start with music. We are going to be able to perform in the infield. We're going to have 3 concerts during Preakness Day. Rock and roll royalty, ZZ Top will be performing in the infield on Preakness Day. In addition to that, Buck Cherry will be another group that will be performing during the day on Preakness. The last group will be a local group, and it will be announced at a later date. In addition to the music, which we are very, very excited about, we're going to have Pro Beach Volleyball. The gentleman to my right is Lee Corrigan. He'll be responsible for that, and my apologies to Seth Hurwitz here. He's going to be responsible for the music, and I'll get into that in a little bit. Also, we're going to have an interactive section. We believe today the youth of America, it's all technology. So in the interactive section, we'll have some NASCAR, some guitar, and some other things that we believe will occupy the attendees in the infield. The last issue I'd like to identify is a new beverage policy. Coolers will be available. You'll be able to bring them into the infield. They can be stacked with food, but beverages are not going to be allowed. There'll be no beverage of any kind, beer or wine, soda, cans or bottles brought into the infield. On a positive note, the Maryland Jockey Club will provide these items at a very, very reasonable cost. I'm going to get into more detail in the question and answer period, but at this juncture, I'm going to introduce someone that's been integral to this process. We handle the Virgin Mobile Fest here, and they've taught us there are new fans to be found. It's just reaching out and touching them. We've got an exciting relationship with IMP Chairman and Virgin Mobile Festival producer Seth Hurwitz. He's delivering us the 2 bands that we've talked about, plus the local band. It's been a pleasure and an honor to work on bringing these bands with Seth and upgrading our Preakness experience. Seth is well respected in the music industry. Just last week, Seth's club, the 930 Club in D.C., won the Polestar Nightclub of the Year Award for the 2nd year in a row. It's an honor for me to introduce Seth Hurwitz.
As a lifelong Maryland resident, obviously we're all very proud of one of our biggest events, the Preakness. So when Karen talked to me about putting a concert on, it was great, let's do it. And we actually started with Buck Cherry, booked them, and then we started thinking, wow, who would be best? I mean, who would be the greatest? What if you could get someone like ZZ Top? And the way I think is, well, why not ZZ Top? So we went after them, and they loved the idea, and went back to Buck Cherry and said, you know, what do you think? Can you step down a slot, let them headline? Of course, they're idols to anyone like Buck Cherry, so they were. That was a quick agreement, and I think we have the two best bands we could possibly have. I think that, the potential is here, in my mind, to make this as desirable and as exciting an event as Super Bowl halftime show, and hopefully we will establish and maintain this level of entertainment to make this one of the most desirable concerts for people to play in the United States. So I'm very excited, and I actually just can't wait to see the show.
Thank you, Seth. The gentleman to my right is Lee Corrigan from Corrigan Sports Enterprises. He's been a leader in sports promotions in the Baltimore market for almost 20 years with such high-profile events as the Under Armour Baltimore Marathon, the Charm City Challenge. It's my pleasure to introduce Lee Corrigan.
Thank you very much. First, let me thank the good people at the Maryland Jockey Club, Karen DeFrancis and Gloria. Where are you, Gloria? You're out there someplace, making sure things run smoothly. Also like to thank our friend Bob Leffler for all his support. Corrigan Sports Enterprises and the Toyota Pro Beach Volleyball Tour. We are very, very excited to come to Pimlico, and it is one of the most exciting things that's happened to our tour in many years. This year we did have a very exciting moment, and that is Phil Dalhouser, who won the Olympic gold medal for the USA, actually cut his teeth and really learned the game of Pro Beach Volleyball while playing on the Toyota Pro Beach East Tour with us for 3 years. So we're very proud of that. We're proud about bringing in our event to the infield of the Preakness, which will be extremely exciting for the 4 girls teams that we'll be bringing in. There'll be some of the best teams from all over the country. We'll be bringing them in from Florida and California. We'll also be bringing in 240 tons of sand to construct our court, which will be a spectacle in itself. And we're going to line up stands, and we are going to make it a great day and build on the enthusiasm that will be generated by the new day here at the Preakness, and we're very proud to be involved. Thank you.